Have you ever looked at your yard or kitchen trash and thought, there has to be a better use for this? Piles of dead leaves, bags of frozen yard waste, and buckets of used coffee grounds can feel like a problem you just need to get rid of. But what if I told you that all of that trash can be turned into the richest, most powerful compost your garden has ever seen, in as little as 24 hours? In this video, I'm going to walk you through 3 different ways I turned everyday waste into what gardeners call black gold, from a 1-day leaf transformation to a 3-day coffee compost, all the way to a 7-day winter leaf method that even works in the cold. By the end, you'll never look at your waste the same way again. My own journey into fast composting started from frustration. I was tired of hearing that composting had to take months, or even a full year before you saw results. My soil was struggling, my plants needed help, and I didn't want to wait a whole growing season just to see if something worked. That pushed me to experiment with different materials and techniques, trying to find that sweet spot where speed and quality meet. Out of that trial and error came these 3 methods, each built around the same simple idea. If you create the right conditions for microbes, they will do the hard work for you, much faster than you think. Let's start with the method that sounds completely impossible at first, turning dead leaves into usable compost in just 24 hours. I remember the first time I tried this, I honestly did not believe it would work. I walked around my yard with a rake, picking up a mix of leaves that had recently fallen. The crucial detail here is that not all the leaves were crispy brown. I made sure to include plenty that were still a little bit green and flexible, because those leaves carry more nitrogen, and nitrogen is what feeds the microscopic workers we rely on for rapid decomposition. I piled them up and gave them a good soak until they felt like a wrung-out sponge, moist but not dripping. The real magic of this method is what I call the microbial supercharger. In a bucket of warm water, I mixed active dry yeast, plain white sugar, and blackstrap molasses. The warm water wakes up the yeast, the sugar gives it instant energy, and the molasses adds trace minerals and longer-lasting food for the microbial community. As that mixture sat for a few minutes, it began to foam lightly, a sign that the microbes were already getting to work. I poured that bubbling, sweet-smelling liquid over the leaf pile, making sure everything was evenly coated. Then I sprinkled a thin layer of garden soil on top to introduce even more beneficial microbes and to help lock in the moisture. Within just a few hours, something incredible started happening. When I pushed my hand gently into the pile, I could feel noticeable warmth building in the center. The leaves were softening, the colors were darkening, and that sharp, dry leaf smell was slowly being replaced by a deeper, earthy scent. By the 24-hour mark, the transformation was dramatic. The pile no longer looked like a heap of individual leaves. Instead, it had turned into a dark, crumbly material that looked and smelled like compost that had been aging for months. I spread it around some test plants in my garden, and over the next couple of weeks, the response was clear: stronger growth, better color, and happier soil. That was the moment I realized just how much power there is in giving microbes the perfect environment. Now maybe you are thinking, that's great for leaves, but what about something I have every single day? That brings us to the second method, turning used coffee grounds into black gold in just 3 days. This one was born from pure guilt. Every morning I would dump out my coffee filter, stare at this mound of rich, dark grounds, and think, this has to be useful for something. It turns out, coffee grounds are almost the perfect compost ingredient. They are full of nitrogen, they hold moisture really well, and they are already ground into tiny particles, which makes them incredibly easy for microbes to break down. The trick with a fast coffee compost is balance. If you use only coffee grounds, you end up with a dense, soggy mess that goes anaerobic and starts to smell bad. To avoid that, I mix my coffee grounds with a high-carbon material. My favorite is plain brown cardboard or unprinted paper, torn into small pieces. A simple ratio that works beautifully is about 2 parts shredded cardboard to 1 part coffee grounds by volume. The cardboard acts like a sponge and a scaffold at the same time, soaking up excess moisture while creating air pockets that keep oxygen flowing through the pile. When I combine the coffee and cardboard, I layer them in a small bin or pile, pressing gently but never compacting too hard. Then I add just enough water so that everything feels evenly moist. Within a day, the temperature in the center begins to climb. By the second day, it can easily reach composting temperatures around 130 to 140 degrees Fahrenheit. If I see dry spots, I mist them lightly. If I see overly wet clumps, I break them apart and mix in a bit more cardboard. By day 3, the individual coffee grounds and paper bits start to disappear into a darker, more unified material. It still benefits from a little extra curing time if you want a finer texture, but at this point, it is already a powerful soil amendment that plants respond to quickly. What I love most about the coffee method is how accessible it is. Even if you garden in containers on a balcony or have a tiny backyard, you can do this. You do not need a big bin, a huge pile, or special tools. You just need to stop throwing away your coffee grounds, save some cardboard, and give the microbes 3 days to do what they do best. For many people, this becomes their first real taste of homegrown black gold, and it often leads them straight into experimenting with bigger, bolder compost projects. That brings us to the third method, which is the one I reach for when winter refuses to let go, and the garden looks frozen and lifeless. This is my 7-day frozen leaf transformation, and it completely changed how I think about cold weather composting. Most gardeners assume composting has to go on pause once temperatures drop, but nature is still doing quiet work under that frozen surface. As leaves freeze and thaw over and over again, their cell walls crack and weaken. That damage actually makes them easier to break down once you give them the right conditions. To take advantage of that, I start by collecting leaves that have spent some time under winter's control. They are usually a bit brittle and faded, but they still hold their shape. Instead of seeing them as useless leftovers, I think of them as pre-processed material. I mix these frozen and thawed leaves with a nitrogen source like kitchen scraps, or once again, coffee grounds. Then I add shredded cardboard to provide air spaces and insulation. What I am building is not just a pile, but a little insulated home where microbes can stay warm enough to keep working, even when the air outside is cold. The structure of this pile is critical. I aim for a height of at least 2 to 3 feet so the center can hold onto the heat generated by decomposition. I layer leaves, greens, and cardboard, repeating until I reach the full height, and I moisten each layer as I go. When the pile is built, I cover it with a thick blanket of cardboard, and then a tarp, or old rug. That top layer traps rising heat and keeps cold wind and rain from stealing it away. Over the next 7 days, the center of that pile becomes a warm pocket of microbial activity. Even if the outer edges stay cool, the core keeps cooking. When I open it up after a week, the leaves in the middle have darkened and softened dramatically, starting to resemble the same black gold I get from my other methods. These 3 approaches give you a toolbox of options for turning trash into treasure. The 24-hour leaf transformation when you need compost fast, the 3-day coffee method when you want to use something you already have in your kitchen, and the 7-day frozen leaf technique when winter tries to shut down your garden. They all rely on the same core principles of moisture, air, and the right balance of carbon and nitrogen, but each one adapts those principles to different materials and seasons. Together, they prove that composting does not have to be slow, complicated, or intimidating. If this video sparked new ideas for how you can turn your own waste into black gold, there is so much more I want to show you. I have full step-by-step tutorials for each of these methods collected in a playlist called From Waste to Wonder, 3 Fast-Track Black Gold Transformations, where I break down every ingredient, ratio, and troubleshooting tip in detail. Before you go, please give this video a like so more gardeners can discover these fast composting methods, and hit subscribe to join our community of growers who want to garden more organically and more intelligently. Then tap on the end screen and dive into the playlist From Waste to Wonder, 3 Fast-Track Black Gold Transformations to watch the full tutorials and start turning your own trash into garden treasure.